Great to be with you as we are back with another edition of Grizzly Connect. Bryant Johnson with you in our debut episode from Vistas restaurant on the third floor of the new and brand new rec stadium on the campus of Adams State College. Jordan Shomaker is joining us as she approaches her freshman season with the ASC women's swimming program. 17 teammates, all freshmen and sophomore, again kind of starting from scratch. What excites you the most about the potential with this program?
Just the fact that we can start from scratch and we can make our own traditions and we can make this team what we want it to be. We kind of have no limits and we can just set us off on a good note, hopefully, for the rest of our years.
Dan France takes over in February upon the resignation of Rebecca Sturdy, and one of the first things he does is call you. You were debating between Fort Lewis and ASC. Why is Dan France so persuasive?
He just really makes you feel wanted, and like he'll accommodate to your fears, and he just really wanted to build a good team, and it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me to come into a swim program that's right at the level where I am, and he really just hit on that, and he really wanted me here, and it made me want to be here.
You know, when you're a part of these enrollment-based sports, it is a challenge because you're doing this based on the love of the sport. So knowing that there's not going to be any financial assistance provided to you, what motivates you to want to come to Alamosa, an area you're not too familiar with, from the Denver Metro, and participate in swimming?
Just the fact that I do love swimming. I love being on a team. I like competing, and I just don't think I'm ready to give that part up in my life yet. And he's really persuasive, and he can sell it really well. And he said that we got a really good team, and I'm just really excited to meet everyone.
So he obviously had to give you an idea of what your role would be once joining the team. Is that where the persuasion really came in, when he said, okay, Jordan, this is what we want from you? And then what was the kind of fine line of convincing?
I think just because my high school, I came from a team that was really heavy in the traditions area, really strong team-wise, and he just knew that I could come here and help build the team aspect. I am not necessarily the fastest, but I could help build the team, and you have to be strong from the bottom to the top, and that's what he really sold me on.
One thing that I think Dan has sold a lot of us on is the fact that you have to have leaders within the pool because you're managing two sports. I mean, in reality, men and women, that's a huge challenge. You have over 30 athletes. You can't monitor all of them. How did he describe to you what was really going to be a key role from a leadership standpoint and what he expected from you outside of competition?
I think just pushing each other in practice and coming in with the best attitude. I mean, he's never let us think that we could come in with a bad attitude. He'll kick us out if we don't want to try hard, if we come in with a sourpuss on our face. And I think that says a lot, just not about your times, but more about your effort. And that's really what it takes to build a team from the bottom.
Adams State is 4 weeks away from their first invite of the year in Golden against Colorado School of Mines, and of course a lot of RMAC opponents will be there. I think that's such a challenge that only swimming faces. You're practicing longer than any other fall sport before your first competition. How do you try to avoid the grind and make sure that you're still keeping your eye on the prize?
I think just competing every day in practice and not forgetting that you are here to compete and not to lose your competitive edge, not just to swim the sets in practice, just to swim garbage yardage, but to swim them with goals in mind. You know, you have to keep your eye on the times you want to swim, on the times you want your opponents to swim, and you just push each other every day.
So it's often a mistake that young programs make. They look long-term, and they set huge, lofty goals. Where are you at? Is it short-term goals, trying to improve times week by week?
Yeah, definitely. He said our first goal right now is our second meet, Nebraska-Kearney, and from day one he said our first goal is to beat Kearney because he knows that we have the talent too, and I think it'll just open a lot of eyes if we can beat a team that's been around for longer than we have. And he knows we have the talent to do so, and we just have to work hard to do it.
It's Jordan Shomaker with the ASC swimming program, 4 weeks away from their first actual event. In the meantime, individually, what's something that you need to take care of if you're going to assist your team in that defeat of Kearney?
I think just don't lose sight. It's early mornings, it's late nights, it's a lot of time you put in the pool and the weight room. And I think just have a good attitude and remind people that we do love this, that we are a team and we can make it fun if we just support each other, and not to try and be the superstars, but to be 12 strong. That's kind of what we say all around, is that we have to be strong from our number one swimmer to our 12th swimmer. And that's just a really big point to emphasize.
How does Coach France keep you loose?
He's kind of goofy. I mean, he can be a friend and a foe. He definitely lets us joke around when it's the right time for it. And he lets us hang out. We have team dinners every Wednesday. We played kickball yesterday. And I think just having us enjoy being athletes, not just swimmers, but enjoying being athletes, helps us to grind away every day.
Who's the best kickball player on the team?
Probably Coach. Probably Coach. Yeah, I mean, he definitely got a couple homers. He actually knocked someone over trying to round home. But he's competitive. He definitely drives us to be competitive, even in a kickball game.
Jordan Shomaker with the ASC women's swimming team. Good luck this season, Jordan.
Thank you.